Hello, Juliana. I'm gonna do your soul rebirth journey now. I'm really excited because we're gonna be hunting down some soul fragments, and I love doing that. And then also we will be exploring a past lifetime between you and your son. And then this is all. It's like I always get jumbled up in the beginning because I want to make sure I share everything so then all viewers can know the goals. But then I'm just like I just want to get in there and find the soul fragments already. It just takes too long to explain this stuff. So okay. So we are going to find soul fragments. We're going to explore a past lifetime between you and your son, which is going to be really exciting. That one actually came through the channeling. You didn't actually ask for that. You asked for soul fragment healing, and then I do additional channeling just to see what all spirit shows me. And then when I create your spiritual permission slip, we know we have more of an alignment with a variety of areas that we can, or even if there's just so many things, we can kind of condense it down. But for you, we just sort of expanded on this because there's clearly some soul fragment healing that needs to be done, but an exploration of a past lifetime, and then two, which was unique and different. I never just channel that part of this healing is going to help you manifest more financial wealth in your life because you have a special gift that you give to others, and it's got a real spiritual vibration to it. So it's really hard for us spiritual people to really make an impact when we're the ones that aren't high. Like we aren't the ones at the top of the totem pole. So it's harder for us to create the means in order to really share our gifts openly. So there's a real need for you to be open and allow yourself to embrace that you deserve to have wealth, like literally tidal waves of wealth entering into your life. And then when you have wealth, now you are able to become even more impactful because fortunately, society with money, the more money you have, the more you can accomplish. So that was a really big part of this channeling, was that we got to get some green energy in there, not just green for healing, but green to allow you to actually know you deserve to have financial wealth. There's some sort of odd thing with that. Most people who are humble just, it is the way it is. I don't have to have money to be happy. But you can do a lot when you just let yourself know that you deserve it. You deserve to have financial wealth. So that really came through on the channeling. That was not something you had asked for at all. So I can't wait to see what happens with that, because a lot of us, there's spiritual conversations about, okay, this meditation is to help you manifest more money in your life, and I'm kind of like that too. I don't really go down the roads of, okay, where's the meditation so I can manifest more money. It's sort of like, it's either going to happen or it's not, or you don't really think too much about it. I don't know how to describe it, but I was kind of excited that came through, and that those feelings even resonated with you, because you deserve to have some financial wealth. And then too, your spiritual gifts are really cool, and I really like the way that you shared your feelings about them. So we're going to take some laughter into your spiritual atmosphere. We're going to take some music on in there. And then there's this really awesome memory that took place. It was been a rough couple weeks, and then it just so happened that your son ended up being like the last winner of 3 winners, and was so proud of. He was just so happy, and that sort of that tiny little thing, makes the biggest difference. It just sort of healed the challenges. The way you describe this stuff is so cool. So if you want to read Juliana's spiritual permission slip, and I'm also going to put out there these really neat things that you shared about laughter music, this awesome memory that you had. I'm going to share all of this stuff out in the, just read it. Just go out there. When you watch the video, just click on the thing so you can read the information. Then you can read what is there, because it's worth reading. I thought it was really beautiful the way that you shared all of that. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this thing. It's like the horse is racing while simultaneously I gotta do this. I gotta just share these pieces of wisdom so you're all caught up. I'm caught up. I gotta get all you guys caught up. All right, so let's go into Juliana's spiritual atmosphere and see what we can find in there. Okay. The spirit guides are telling me I need to really look at the pictures that you attached, because I had looked at them. I just like to make sure that I'm all grounded and ready to go. I really liked some of these, especially the one with the heart and the music notes. This one's a songbird. And we got the minions, because that was the movie you went and saw with your son. Okay. So I guess I'm ready. I'm getting the vibes. Okay. I'm excited. Okay. So I'm just going to go on into your spiritual atmosphere, and then we'll see what's there. Okay. This is what I'm seeing first off. Obviously, we're looking for soul fragments. The first thing they're showing me is what is just a dark... it doesn't have... I'm looking at it too close up. I can't quite comprehend what it is. It's just a bunch of darkness. It looks like a dark entity with a red heartbeat in a red world, but... I can't make out or understand what this is about exactly yet. I'm definitely expecting to go through some very dark spaces. That is what we're going to be doing here. So there's some odd feeling, and there's motion and there's movement about this while I'm simultaneously standing still. So when you're standing still and you're feeling movement, it makes you feel nauseous. I actually feel kind of nauseous right now. Something about wheels turning and grinding of wheels, and I'm sort of on a conveyor belt while this man is he's basically just a black outline of kind of a huskier, but not a huskier guy that's just flabbier, I guess, but he's just all black, so I just see this outline of sort of muscular, sort of bigger, huskier guy, and then he has a red heart. And there's some odd thing about this red energy back over here. Something just feels really awful about this whole thing. There's some very sad things that your soul's endured. It hasn't fully manifested the answers yet, but what would even be like a separation? So you have this lifetime, right? Your mother, and then there's your son. So in a past lifetime, your mother, and there's your son, and something as tragic as son being murdered and having to deal with this. So that is just a sad thing, right? There's a lot of lifetimes that we live. Some of them are sad, some of them are really happy. This whole thing about this grinding thing and this guy here and the movement, and I'm standing still, and the whole nausea thing, that isn't a symbol of Jesus and unconditional love and joy, and I'm going to just go praise hallelujah. This is a feeling of, I feel like I'm going to barf. I don't like where this is going. So we got to fix this. We got to make this feel right. So I'm just allowing this to play its part, and then we'll go to the next thing. This songbird is here with me, and the songbird is literally like, I don't know what kind of bird it is. It could just be as like a sparrow or something. And most people don't like sparrows, but I don't know what kind of bird this is. It's not even playing a song for me, but I call it songbird because it looks like the songbird that was in the picture. And it's literally just perched on my shoulder, just like a regular old bird, and then it's here with me. There's even something odd about motion. Like I'm standing still, but there's all this motion, and it's even oddly like musical notes. But nothing about this scene makes me feel happy inside. It makes me feel like I'm on a meat grinder, and I feel like I'm about ready to get meat grinded through some sort of machine is gonna be gruesome. But it hasn't showed itself as gruesome yet. That's just the way this feels. This space I'm actually able to explore this now. I'm not just on this odd conveyor belt. It's all made out of wood. There's sort of odd gears, sort of like, you could have like a wheel that picks up water. These wheels are like this, and they're made out of wood, and this odd thing is moving, and it's made out of wood. It's in a space of its own kind. It's not revealing itself as a real place on Earth. It's just revealing itself as wisdom related to something that we need to heal in you. This space is literally glowing red. I've never seen anything quite like this. I don't know I'm trying to fly it through red just to see what happens. If I just fly through this red, what is going to happen here? Nothing about this place is good. I don't like anything about this place. I'm not able to see anything more yet, though. There's the impression of a lake full of blood and a dragon down here. A very big black dragon. I don't usually see him black. So that's kind of different. He doesn't even exactly have scales. This one is more like a smooth skin. He's just swimming in this blood pool. There's just so many, there's just a lot of references to Deadpool now. Like, just something about really, like, death. I really don't want to say this, but it feels like something really bad happened to both you and your son together. What would be the equivalent of some sort of very terrible event, a nightmare that nobody wants to experience. So now here you have a lifetime where you get to experience joy, right? So you get to feel the blessing, right, that you have each other and you're not enduring this thing. But this is part of what came out. You didn't even ask for a past life or anything. It's just part of the channeling. It has nothing further is being shown to me. All I can do is keep describing what I see, and something's going to change here real quick. Something already is changing, but I'm not able to see what is going on just yet. There's some sort of pest here, I can tell. I can't see it very well. What is sort of like an ornery soul entity? Just wanting to play tricks and games, you know? You're wanting to irritate me. Because of the energy, it really is affecting me, right? But that's part of the wisdom. I have to be able to reflect what I'm seeing and feeling here. So I have to feel this stuff. He's a white entity, just an entity that is a white person. It almost looks like a young kid, like 16 or just a punk or something like that. I'm not able to go, I'm not on that grind sheet. I'm just sort of suspended here in this red air. And then this dragon in this red pool of water, this grinding machine, I have not been able to get to where it ends, I guess, or where it begins. I'm not able to see that yet. So this guy, again, they always, I don't know why, but so I always have my crystal ball with me. And sometimes this is all part of the wisdom, it's all part of the charade, this is all part of what they do. But these pesky ones like to take it and then claim it as their own, like they own a piece of me now. That's kind of what they're like, but it's sort of like, yeah, right, you know, you're funny. You can have my crystal ball, it's full of unconditional love. Now you can touch what unconditional love feels like. That's the goal here, is to heal you, so I want you to have my crystal ball. So it's not like toying with my head, you know, but they do it to try to just throw you off. But when you have this understanding and awareness, and you can override these sort of illusionary reactions and stuff like that, try to create emotion in you. What's a bully want? A bully wants to create emotion in you. If you don't get emotional, now what are they? They aren't a bully anymore. They can't do anything. They have no purpose. So when a bully has no purpose, now they are transformed, right? They start to see things through different eyes. The value is no longer in being a bully. The value is in something else. Yeah, that's how it is with these souls, right? I'm asking for help in order to see more. The space it's got a smell to it, and it stinks like rotted meat here. It's really a putrid smell. I don't know what this is a reflection of. I don't know what happened in this past life that we're trying to manifest. All I know is this energy is really overwhelming here. I'm just going to relax and choose patience. So I'm just going to turn off my emotions, and then I'm just going to hang out here like it's in like I'm at McDonald's or something, and then we'll just see what happens, okay? Turn off emotions, normal day, in the Deadpool blood zone with the dragon. So this is inside of a soul, they say. I'm inside of a soul that has had some torture done to it. They're not helping me. They're really wanting me to speak through this. It keeps getting jammy, the signal does. So a soul that endures torture, it actually, the body endures torture and the soul also endures this experience. So when the torture takes place, it continues for all eternity. The soul then is always sort of trapped in a state of torture, and that thus it is now in a state of hell. So how do you have realms of hell? Well, you create hell on earth, and now souls will always be enduring an experience of torture. The more souls that have endured torture, the more that there's sort of a stuck energy that is associated with earth and human beings, all of us. Doesn't matter if it was you or not you. We all are sort of stuck experiencing this too. Just because you're an individual soul doesn't mean we aren't all having a massive incarnation experience, a massive karmic cycle through earth, or a massive, I mean, it's so much more massive than we can possibly imagine. But this, unfortunately, is a reflection of Soul Fragment, who has a terrible experience, and then is sort of stuck in a broken record of reliving the nightmare until somebody like me from the physical can channel in healing from heaven and then transform this energy into a reflection of unconditional love. Now the soul is free to be released from hell, basically. A broken record of a nightmare experience. It's unfathomable, the type of healing that when you heal soul fragments, it's unfathomable the type of healing you'll actually feel in your physical body. It's a part of the soul, you know. It's like an owie, and every time you walk, it's like, ow, that hurts. But you get used to it, you know, so it's like doesn't bother you anymore. But once that owie's like actually healed, it's like, wow, I didn't realize that hurt as bad as it did, you know. It's like the only way you could describe it. So now you have less pain, soul pain. So you're saying I just did a good job of describing that. My spirit guides are telling me that. I like it when they say stuff like that. It's like, oh, good, I'm glad I'm on the right track. Part of this healing does require exploring the wisdom and exploring the whole experience. So I'm just going to choose patience and allow more wisdom to manifest. Sort of an odd white vapor that is developing here. It's very thin in comparison to the red, but I can still see it. Nothing has changed in the scene other than there's the addition of a white energy here. I just feel like manifesting love now. I'm tired of seeing this scene, this gruesome feeling here. I feel there's something odd about this, but I feel like I need to go deeper. I feel like this isn't deep enough. There's this upper surface layer that's pretty deep still, and this has caused a lot of soul trauma. But we go deeper, and now we find even more deep layers that sort of the soul's sort of, where's the root of this nightmare, you know, what are we going to find in the root of this nightmare? And then we heal the root, and now everything up above it starts to just soggy out and get just healed naturally. But the healing then is just even more powerful. So the deeper you go, the more powerful the healing is. You can't just heal the surface layers. Like, you go to a spiritual healer and they heal you in the physical, they're healing your upper surface layer. So you have somebody like me, a distant spiritual healer, I go into the depths of your spiritual atmosphere as guided by my spirit guides, and then they take me to these places. You already know in your soul what you're looking for, and so I go tap into those places, and then anything additional my spirit guides tell me. And then we go into the layers, into the infinite soul, right? And then you heal the infinite soul, and now the healing in the body is just extraordinary. So they're asking if I know how to go deeper, and I'm saying I am allowing heaven to take me deeper. I already created a vein of trust in this. I already told heaven that you are going to be my eyes in order to get through this, to help me find the soul fragments. I remember this very distinctly. that I had created what was like a flashlight of to help me get from space to space. It's almost like these spaces are really I don't know how you would get into them, so to speak. I could only get into them if your heart is open, but your heart is open, therefore I need additional help from the spirit realm in order to get me to where I need to go. And it's pretty dark in this new space. I haven't forgotten this space. We're gonna go back to it, but I gotta go deeper. There's a reason that's not going anywhere there. I gotta go deeper. This deep space is really creepy. I'm talking exorcism creepy. Like the energy in here is sort of like some creepy guy standing in a dark scene, and all you can think about is like demon possession. But in the creepy ways, like here I am, jolly old me, gonna heal your demon possessions. But this is like what human beings fear the most with demon possession. It's like I can feel it in the air and it's freaking me out. The energy is. My soul isn't afraid of any of this, but my human body has an instincts, right? So these spirit guides are asking me if I'm afraid right now, and it's like, no, I have no fear of being in this space. But I do feel this space harbors energy that is a reflection of absolute terror. That's what it feels like. It's like make me not want to breathe, because even the act of me breathing, I just, it's like I'm breathing it in. I don't want to breathe that stuff in. I'm putting a orb of protection around me, and I'm just filling this orb with the violet flame because I just want to breathe in healing. I don't want to breathe in toxic, dead, exorcism, nasty energy. So that's helping. That's really helping a lot. There's laughter that we need to fill this space with, and musical notes, and really beautiful, simple memories of joy, and even childlike joy. That is what this is. We gotta get this. We gotta keep healing this. There's some sort of energy shift right now, so I just gotta wait for it to just pass through. Some trains, and I can hear them running on a track right now. And there's a heaviness about the way they are on the track and the way they move, and the way they sound, just like heavy metal on metal. And in motion. I just feel like I'm on a train right now, and I'm also simultaneously watching it. So I'm sort of like falling asleep on the train, and I'm watching the train. I'm hearing this very, very distinct noise that it makes. I don't understand its connection. I'm sort of going into an odd trance state. I'm sort of losing myself. Something about this energy in you, Juliana, is pretty crazy. Sometimes you go into these spaces and they themselves can alter you. I feel so alone right now. Is this the only way I could describe it? I just feel really alone right now. Just even speaking those words I'm telling you what, I'm in like an odd trance state right now. It's like I'm there in real life, and I'm sort of so alone right now. In that weird, creepy place, while I'm simultaneously with this train, and I just want to fall asleep. There is somebody in this creepy space. There really is somebody in this creepy space. That's it. That is seriously it. They were like channeling through me. That was really crazy. That was freaky. Okay. Okay. Isn't that like a weird, like the X-Files noise? Like, I'm just hearing that weird whistle, like, oh, she's cuckoo. Okay. I'm pulling it together. I'm feeling a lot better now. Obviously, that had to happen. I'm asking the space, I'm saying, show yourself to me. I'm here to help you. But the space speaks that I'm alone, and the space is itself an entity. This space is literally extremely... Alright, we're gonna do something. We gotta come up with something here. I gotta come up with something. I'm just going to light a blue torch and then allow the blue flame to just digest all of this negative air energy and stuff. Blue flame just evaporates this negative air, this danky, negative, creepy air. It's doing it. I can hear water drops and see more. I'm not just seeing dark sort of mist everywhere and sort of a rounded sphere space. I'm in like a piping system or something, but it's quite massive. But now that that's sort of torched out all of that, I can actually see what is a space here. And there's sort of water and like it's almost like a sewer or something down here. And there's a little person down here. Going down over here. I just feel like I need some angels and stuff. There's a cracking. I'm choosing to crack open this space. All right. I'm gonna just describe everything as it comes. I don't understand the meaning as of yet. I'm just gonna describe. I crack open this tunnel space, okay? Because I'm trying to I just want to feel like there's fresh air getting into here. I know this is deeper than that other layer, but I can experience a visualization of we're opening up to fresh air and then allowing angel light to come in and just heal this space. But as I am cracking open the ceiling, it is allowing sort of like really awful looking dirt to come in. It looks literally like diarrhea or something like coming in here. It's gross. And it just wants to seep in. All I can think about is broken legs. Like this is somehow a part of a leg or something. Sometimes when we have a body part or that is really disturbed in the physical even, it sort of creates this really odd mucky brown sort of energy. It looks like dog doo-doo or something. I don't know, but it has a real... I've seen this before doing other healings. I'm just waiting for a minute here. I just feel like I'm going to choose patience. This little person, this cracked space, it didn't come all the way cracked open. That stuff started to fill it in, and so I stalled out on that for a minute. And then this sort of young man over here is sort of leaning against this sort of piping cylindrical thing. And then he stands up and he's instantly over to me, show me something. He's pale. He looks very pale, and he's got dark hair. There's nothing about his appearance that says what age, where this took place, or when, or whatever. He actually just looks like a kid, like, I don't know, like dressed like an 80s kid or something. Jeans and some sneakers and sweatshirt. He doesn't look like he's wearing anything from colonial time or anything, or Greek or Asian or anything like that. He just looks like a normal like 80s kid. I don't know how to describe it. Light 80s, but he's got kind of an 80s sneaker with 80s style jeans on. He's showing me a book. Something about the color yellow here, and his eyes are glowing a really odd way. I'm not getting a whole lot of help from Spirit on this. I'm just supposed to keep going through the scenes. I'm trying to look at this book he's given to me. Some sort of wisdom he's trying to share with me. I tell him that I choose to comprehend the wisdom. I allow the wisdom to be absorbed into my soul so that I could speak the wisdom. And then I thank him for this. It's altering the ground and making the ground rumble. I'm back to this train again. I'm not gonna lie, this energy is gonna wipe me out. I can't believe how intense it is. There's an odd just desire to let go and do something self-destructive. Even for myself, it's really odd. It's almost like I'm gonna go into an odd, freaky trance and start channeling again. It was kind of creepy. But something about the sound of this train keeps doing that to me. There's something about this wisdom. It's making me want to just not behave right. I'm just, I need a minute here to just be patient, and I need to stop talking for a minute. I just need to focus. I'm choosing to see these three scenes. This blood scene, this dark space which has been like oh, excuse me, that dark energy has just been he's just been evaporated out. There's a boy there, and you see that space, the train, the blood space. So we've got all these three spaces, right? I'm choosing to see them in orbs. So we have the orb of the train, the orb of this really dark space, and the orb of this blood space. I have to simplify this stuff. My human mind just gets overwhelmed by it. So I'm choosing to see them as small orbs, and now I feel like I can to handle this. I need a minute here to allow my higher self to guide me onto the next thing. What to do here. I need to raise my vibration somehow in order to do this correctly. All these dark energies are inspiring me to feel too dark. I need to raise my vibration so we can heal this better. Give me a minute here while I do that. Basically, I'm just choosing to go to a realm of, a sacred realm in nature, and then I'm filling this space with energy of love and unconditional love. And then I'm in a sort of a lotus style position. I'm surrounded by a triangle, sitting in a circle, and then outlining the smaller circle is a triangle and then a bigger circle. This has really been working for me. Really like this. And then the triangle has a green, a red, and a blue line. And I'm sitting in the smaller circle. So I'm just choosing to heal myself and raise my vibration in order to readdress these darker spaces. So I'm calling for heaven and source to come and then fill me and raise my vibration. Something about a nice waterfall that I'm hearing. And it's sort of also flowing into me and purifying my senses and my expression. And then this energy, thou, is helping me to grow sort of higher, I guess. Grow higher is just go higher. But I feel like I'm growing, too. It's just so nice to breathe this in. This water, spiritual water energy is like purifying me everywhere. I'm not going to be able to heal these spaces yet, Juliana. There's just, the energy's pretty dark. So I need to go purify myself in order to tolerate them. Which is helping me grow. I'm literally growing, and I'm growing extra arms too for some reason. I'm filling this space with what is laughter and music, this healing space, and then this really great memory. It's really helping me to feel a lot stronger and better now. Those spaces are pretty toxic. You know they're toxic when I actually have to leave them and go self-heal and then go back. You know they're toxic. Also, a lot. I mean, this does not shock me, but it just. We don't want to know. We all have some dark spots. We all do. So you need to go in and get those things cleaned out of there. It helps create so much balance. Makes you feel so much better. I'm still raising my vibration. I'm getting nice and warm for a bit. And then the yawning happens. It's just becoming part of it. I can't control this yawning thing. It drives me nuts because I don't want to be yawning because I'm not tired. But this is sucking the energy out of me. I won't lie. But I just don't feel like I need to take a nap or anything. So I'm just healing, and then I'm allowing, there's something growing here from the earth up into me. And it's growing in a coil. It's like the Mother Earth is raising my vibration through my spinal column. Creating a coil of nature that is coiling around my spinal column, and then it's really helping me to feel a lot better. In fact, I'm starting to glow now. I'm breathing in all of these sounds and melodies of healing, laughter and all of that, and just a great memory. It's just filling me with joy. Now I feel a lot stronger than these spaces. Spaces were pretty overwhelming. Okay. That feels a lot better. I'm just releasing all the dark matter I just ingested because it was a lot. I'm almost through this here, and then we'll jump back over there and get those places cleaned up. Okay. I'm asking my guides if I can enter. I want to make sure I'm ready. I'm aligning with the work again. Not quite sure where to start right now. Something is just really heavy about these three places. When I go back into them, I feel the energy again is just really weighing me down. Instantly it does it. And it's making it hard for me to think with clarity, which is really unusual. Alright, I'm doing something. These three orbs are going to go into a triangle. These three orbs I just talked about, these three spaces, they're going to go into a triangle. The triangle I'm shown is just red energy. Red, so we have one at the top and two on the sides. And then it's connected through red energy in order to heal these spaces. The red energy is sort of pulling and blending, and it's moving things from one orb into another. It's circulating through these orbs. There's really is so much excitement to be healing these three spaces. And the spirit guides say, do not stop your focus. Because for a minute there, I was like, man, I could take a break. I'm really glad this is working. I don't know why this is just so draining. It's crazy. These are some deep ones. So... And I'm filling them with green energy. I just was inspired to do that. I'm filling each one of these orbs with green energy. Green energy is actually able to digest that blood pool and the drag. Like, it's actually doing work here. Something more, though, still. And creating another orb, it's sort of being created through this triangle, but around the triangle, an actual orb. With these, so these three orbs are in the triangle, right? And then we have a much larger orb that's sort of surrounding this whole thing. These three orbs are green now. Instead, they were white, just a whitish color. Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a minute. I need to go focus on, this is hard. I'm honestly really surprised by how much challenge I'm having. The energy is really very difficult to process and is slowing me down. And it's not, I can't make progress when I'm feeling this slow. It's almost turning off the wheels so I can't think through this stuff. And naturally, the answers just come naturally. But when you enter into spaces where it's like, the energy is of such a flavor, it almost stalls out your thinking ability. Part of this has something to do with my ability to think. I mean, I literally feel like I feel great until I enter into these spaces or I'm working on healing them, and it slows down my mental processes. It's really weird. I don't want to give up just yet. I just want to see if I can do this here. I don't know. I'm just going to keep these in this triangle with the green and the red. The two green orbs in the red triangle. And the bigger orb is a white orb that surrounds it. I'm standing in the center of these three orbs inside the bigger orb. I'm choosing to just do this naturally. I am creating buttons in the space inside the orb, and I'm pushing buttons. We are going to go somewhere. I'm seeming to create clarity just by choosing. So I'm having to just choose, and then we'll just go. Stalling out does not help you be a successful healer. You got to keep pushing through. Sometimes these energies are like, I mean, you're not gonna, it's like getting clogged or something. I can't push through them. So I have to just start finding ways to speed things up. So when things go faster, now you're creating electricity and motion and healing. But when things go slower, it's like even the healing itself is so slow. I gotta find a way to speed up this interaction here. So I'm actually deciding to drive this orb, and we're gonna go lickety split. We're just gonna, in fact, we're moving in motion, we're speeding up, and then we're doing spiral spins, like really fast. I need to go somewhere. I'm taking this orb somewhere. I need to go somewhere with it, with all this stuff. And we just need to go up, 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 really high. We need to go, fast. This is helping me to wake up and feel alive again. I'm really using a lot of energy to go up higher and higher and higher and faster. There's a point where I'm going to get up really high and I'm just going to start spinning really fast. I keep trying to spin as I'm going up, but it's not to be. I just need to go upward and then I'll spin. So there's three colors that are helping move this orb up. It's blue, green, red, and we're just being rocket shipped upwards inside this orb with the red triangle and the three green orbs. It can't go high enough. It needs to go higher still. It needs to keep going higher. This is how low we've been. Those were really deep ones. Those were pretty bad. That energy, these spaces are the most important thing I can be focusing on for you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm in a space where it's almost like everything is getting peaceful. There's not even stars. There's no even activity out here. It's just like a void space, and it's perfectly quiet. Oh my gosh, I'm not tired. I'm not. Alright, I'm going to start spinning here. So the spinning creates energy too, right? And the faster I can get it to spin, the more I feel energy. The more this energy too is spinning, so it's shaking up all these realms and these orbs. Everything needs to be spinning. There's something more here. I just feel inspired to create more orbs around this spinning orb. I'm leaving the orb now, and I'm creating more orbs in this space. Almost like creating a galaxy of orbs. I don't know why, but I feel inspired to develop some suns here, like 3 suns around this orb, and now this orb is inside of a triangle of more spinning things, and then I'm striking it with energy. I just seem to just know to do this, but there's others here striking it with energy too. These spaces were pretty, well, I mean, I don't even know what these spaces were, but they were totally disturbing me. Um, I mean, they're so disturbing, I can't even get the wisdom about them. I can't even channel it. I'm too low or something. They're wanting to manifest new things for you. Even this orb and this little orb and this inner orb with the green and the red, it's like it wants to crack open and show you there's somebody inside of here. But I can't quite look to see who it is. The energy's doing that thing to me again. It's making me exhausted. It's making me feel disturbed again. It's just, I can't describe why. It's almost like this energy is as heavy as like 20,000 elephants or something. So it's really disturbing my soul because of the energy is so heavy. It's just so old. You're gonna feel so much lighter without this in there. I'm gonna need help. I need to call Cryon in here to help me. I can't do this alone. I need some other souls, some other entities here to help me. I can't even believe it. I'm having a hard time following along still. There's a circle of entities all here that just manifested when I said I need help. They're just a bunch of them. Let's just say 50 faces of all different shapes, colors, sizes, male, female. I don't even know who all these people are. I can't even see them all clearly. Wouldn't need to. They're just here now. There's just so much going on with orbs and triangles, and it's too much for my human brain. But we're all in a circle on the outside of this whole structure that is being created. We're creating a one final massive orb around this whole entire thing. It's like an orb with a triangle, and then an orb, and then another orb with a triangle. It's like, when will it ever stop? The human being, I can't do it. Make it easier for me. We're just focusing on this. It's growing and developing. This big orb. I'm starting to understand it. I'm starting to figure this out. There's some sort of vein here, because this is why I'm struggling with this so bad. Every time I try to heal this, I tap into what is a very disturbing vein of energy. And it's sort of, whatever is the vein of energy that is sick and creepy and American Psycho, and I don't know, like, whatever is the most creepy, weird, messed up thing, and that's the vein I keep tapping into, and it's so low and heavy and disturbing that I can't, it keeps bothering me. Now that I see it's not a space, it's like an entire channel or vein itself, I need to do something about this. That is why we keep creating more orbs and stuff, because we're just going to keep building on this until this channel, this entire channel, has to be faced first, before all this other stuff can go. So I see this channel as like an old root. Alright. I don't even know why that's in there, Juliana. I do not know why that's in there. Is an old channel to something, some very disturbing behaviors, thinking. I don't know that they're not saying this was your soul. They're not saying, but it really feels like your soul has been endured some real weird stuff, real scary things even. And this channel or vein is still in here. I've never seen it as I've always seen them as spaces. This is the first time I've seen it as an entire channel or vein of creepy wisdom. In the spiritual atmosphere, an actual vein of it. It's weird. It's funny because I remember I was telling you, Juliana, that, you know, there's an odd coil here. It's kind of like a brownish, yellowish, but that'll be easy to remove. This has not been easy. This has been, oh my gosh. When this is healing is done, I'm gonna go. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a nice dinner and celebrate, and that's what you need to do too. Okay. I'm inspired to take what is the vein of this whole thing. And this really odd root is just a root. It's not a huge thing. So I'm taking this root to a space. There's quite a dark entity in this space. I don't know. I don't deal with dark entities. Why am I here with you? He is the one that manifested this root. He's the doctor or the operationist. He created this. He seems like a doctor in a room, an office, but it's all dark in here, and he himself is dark as well. I'm just waiting to see what happens. I don't have any... It's not about whether I trust this guy or don't trust this guy. I was inspired to go here to this guy with this root, and all this stuff is just weird to begin with. So I'm just gonna go with it, and then we'll just keep going, however it takes us. This is a journey healing. We gotta go on a journey. We gotta see all this stuff. So he's opening the root, and inside is just some living biological thing, like a finger or something. It literally looks like a hacked off finger or something. I'm telling you, this whole thing is just weird. It's like whatever horror movie, that's what this thing is. I'm taking this finger. I don't know why, but I feel inspired to take it. He's given this form of life back. This root just dried up and evaporated. He himself is showing he has more color. He's not standing in the shadow anymore. He looks like a doctor. He has like a little thing here for a flashlight on his head. He's wearing doctor's clothes, like he just conducted surgery. This is really hard to keep moving through this thing. It is sluggish. I'm gonna be honest with you, Juliana, I've never experienced anything this sluggish before. I've never experienced anything where I literally had to stop and heal myself before I could jump back in. I've never experienced anything like this before. Where I can't seem to get out of this like circus dance of weirdness. I will. This is all part of the journey and part of the wisdom. I have to go through all of this stuff in order to heal this effectively. I'm learning from how the way this space is interacting with me. So you just have to keep trying new things. Thing is, it's really hard to hear laughter in here. It's really hard to hear musical notes. It's like this, like the air itself is not allowing harmonies and stuff. Laughter and musical notes, or just any positive energy. So moving around in here is seriously deflating my balloon really fast because I can't even manifest sounds in these spaces, and it's weird. I've got to come up with something. There's something I'm not thinking of, and I just keep asking Spirit Realm, for help, but and they're not really helping me. I'm just guided from one thing to the next. I'm asking this finger here to show me what to do. This pointing finger. Going to a sign, and the sign changes. So it tells me to go one way and then tells me to go the other way. So it's sort of like Alice in Wonderland. There is no such thing as direction here. You just manifest there wherever you choose. I'm pulling out of here. I need to see something else. I need to see this from a different angle. I can't just be inside the soul. They said I'm inside a soul that was tortured. So maybe that's why this is so weird. I need to pull out of this soul and see it for myself. That way, I mean, I can just keep traveling through here, and it's just not getting anywhere, you know? I'm just getting from one thing to another creepy thing. They keep building healing orbs, and they're not doing anything. I can't get musical notes to manifest here. There's something I'm missing here. I gotta go back out and then see from an outer vantage point in. Because on the inside looking out, this is pretty bad in here. So I'm coming out of this space and then looking into this space. Sort of a man that has no legs and no arms, and yet he has long sleeves and long pants on, and they're tied to stakes. And he has a head and just a torso and neck. It's kind of weird looking. Again, can't even believe this is even. You're awesome. You're sweet. You're impressive. You're a beautiful person. This whole thing is just a conglomeration of like a weird piece of a odd. I mean, this is not right. Every place I've been through, I'm checking on it. Everything I've done thus far has been correct. Every part of this journey has been correct. Even to this point with this man. I'm unstaking these things. So he's on a board, like a picnic table, and he's just not, he doesn't have arms or legs, but yet he's in shirt and pants and a staked out, so you can see how he doesn't have arms or legs, and it looks really weird. So I'm going to choose to alter the way this looks, and then that alters the vibration. So I'm taking these pegs, these stakes out of the picnic table, and then we're going to go from there. I just took them all out. He's shivering, shaking, and crying. I'm touching him. There's something that wants to be released from his own body. Like a saw or something. There's some real dark spots in you. Thank goodness you contacted me. There's some definite healing going on here. It's still working on it though. We released this saw. It's literally a blade that came out of his like heart area, and it was jagged. And so I mean, you pull it out, that needs to come out of there. But he even revealed it to me. So he's wanting to transform into something else. He wants to be released from this picnic table. Who knows how long he's been here? I'm lifting him up off of the picnic table, and I'm just literally carrying his body, his mangled body. He doesn't even have arms to hold me with. He's just a torso and a head and a neck. With these like clothes that are just dangling. There's an angel here on the scene, but there's even creepy stuff in here. How come this whole place is just like a real sick realm? There's some really creepy looking angels around here. I gotta call some big guns. I gotta manifest light here. I'm just creating my own portal, and I'm just gonna go to heaven with him. So I'm just gonna disappear from here and go to heaven with this guy. Ask my spirit guides if this is ever gonna end. Try to disappear and go to heaven, and then all I'm doing is running down this sewer drain with the splashing water and telling him I'm getting him out of here, and I'm just running as fast as I can in a sewer drain, and it's dark in here. He has hope in his heart that he'll be out of here, but there's so much coming after us. And it's really bleak that we're ever going to make it out of here, is the way this whole thing feels. We're turning into birds and we're flying away now. Songbirds. We just honestly, we both just turned into a bunch of songbirds. Like, I just turned into probably 6 or 7 birds, and then he did too. And we just instantly just started flying through what is a grate at the end of this tunnel where we would have been trapped. But now we are free through transformation. Transformation frees us then from the chaos or the nightmare. And so we are free to fly out of here now. There's a lot of positive, finally, energy that this was a very good job that I've done. This whole time it's like, will it ever end? I mean, will this weird triangle plus triangle plus triangle plus orb, like a weirdness, will it ever go away? And the finger and the root and the everything is like, gosh, the blood and the Deadpool and the dragon and the it's like, come on. I want to give you some really beautiful images here, and I want to fill these space with some really beautiful images and really do some beautiful green healing work. But sometimes the most profound healing is to see the most terrifying stuff, heal that stuff, and now that's transformed and healed. Now you don't have terrifying hiding in there in your spiritual atmosphere. You feel a lot better. We're just flying away and flying towards a bright, very bright moon in a dark night sky. We're even birds, night birds or dark birds, and we're actually able to get our voices out now. We're actually able to sing songs and hear each other singing songs. It's like, can you imagine being in such a way that you can't even sing a song anymore or hear laughter anymore? And so now the greatest gift you could possibly have is to hear laughter again, or to feel inspired to sing a song again. I mean, those spaces were destroying me. I couldn't even get sound to enter there, or laughter, or good memories. The whole thing was just solid, just chaos. Without, it was too heavy, it's too powerful. I couldn't get any sounds. We're still flying, and the more we fly and the more we sing and the further we get away, the better we all feel. Just me in the sky. He has arms, he has the ability to fly, and he has feet, so he's not handicapped like he was. So we're in a tree, and we're on the lower branches, and we're just slowly moving up the branches. Birds just fluttering up one and to the next one, to the next one. We're just slowly going up them. And there's so much sound here. It's so relief to hear sound and something normal. Nothing was normal about any of that. We feel so refreshed at the very top of this tree and the sunlight on us. We feel so much more just happy and refreshed. I'm going to put this on pause for a minute. I'm going to be right back. I gotta go clear my head for about 5 minutes, and then I can get started. This has been really intense. I've never seen anything like this before. Usually there's flavors. I mean, usually it's not like this. There's nothing, no wavering or no give on the energy at all. This energy has been really heavy, really dark, really weird. And now that I'm a bird at the top of this tree and able to hear musical notes again in the moon, it's like, it's relieving me. So I'm just going to take a break here, and then we'll come back. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I seriously went. I laid down and I fell asleep for about 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie. That right there was quite overwhelming. I trying to still. I don't like it when my spirit guides won't communicate wisdom with me. Okay. There's something already happening here to help me. Okay. But it's in my apartment here. There's instantly a hand that touched my hand as I was doing this. Um, and it's like, come on now. It feels like there's still more dark energy involved here. I actually told myself when I woke up, I was like, I'm gonna leave it with those birds on the tree, and I'm not going back into that space, whatever that was. I couldn't get channel in the energy, and I couldn't see it from the outside of it, so I could transform it. And the wisdom was really indicating that I had projected inside of a demon, in a demon world, inside of a demon's spiritual atmosphere, and then collected a soul fragment of yours, and then got out of there. Like that man without the arms and the legs, that whole scene, the whole thing was just like a freaky circus, you know. And the fact that, I mean, I literally was rancid in there. There was no sounds. I could not create laughter. I could not create the songbirds experience. I could not create the loving memories. I mean, it was so terrible in there. It was almost like showcasing why sounds like laughter and singing, and music and that sort of thing, it's sort of like you could take it for granted so easily until you go into a space where there is nothing, but the most demented things imaginable. And so now I told myself, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go and do some green healing, and we're gonna do some thriving, happy stuff. Get crazy out. So like part one is crazy, part two is gonna be just so refreshing. Seriously though, some of the most healing work that is accomplished is the work that is done in these darkest, most treacherous spaces. You can't make a mistake. I did not make a mistake when I projected where I did. It was so awful in there. I couldn't even hear my spirit guides. I mean, there's no sounds. And it's just trying to keep it together, you know? So I'm now ready to continue. So I'm just sort of like, well, what was that all about with the hand? And then why am I seeing this dark thing? So let me just relax and let's just see what we can do next. It's like a journey. You never know where you're gonna go. They just take you places, and then you go there, and then you find creepy stuff. Sometimes it's creepy, sometimes it's not. I don't know what it's gonna be, and I can't make this stuff up. I don't want to see some of this stuff. Trust me, I really don't. That really took it out of me. That was probably one of the most exhausting journeys I've ever done. There's only one other one that was equivalent to. I mean, I guess there was two that were pretty bad like that. They were pretty bad. It took me a couple days to. I mean, I gotta recover from these things too. Like just energetically recharge. The more I do them, the better. The more I'm able to tolerate. More I can tolerate. You just develop more of a tolerance and a skill. So I'm asking my spirit guides, okay, so we're venturing here. There's nothing more to say about that hand thing. To be honest, when I felt that hand, I was like, oh, they're holding my hand. I could use that right now. But then it was sort of like a dark shadow thing, and I'll explore that later. I just want to get into this journey already. I woke up, I felt refreshed. I got some dinner, and I'm like, I'm ready to do this. I'm actually back in the bird setting with this bird, and the bird too, at the very top of this tree. I think I might have called it a sunshine, but it was a massive like moon. It was massive. It was as bright as the sun. It was just a massive moon in a dark night sky full of stars, and we're just chirping. And it feels so freeing to release sounds of chirping sounds. It's funny when you get to align with an animal, what their instincts are and what they feel like inside is not what you think, it's just different. So I'm here and I'm trying. There's a reason I'm here. I feel like I need to hold this other bird's hand that was in that space. Just getting that guy out of there was a huge success. I'll tell you what. I'm not getting any wisdom as of yet to understand what this was about, how that guy got there, what the soul connection. I mean, this was me projecting into a space that I could only get to through the sort of wave of heavenly light, could only take me to where I needed to go in order to get to this. And then all of this weird, crazy, weird stuff. I can't not go to the correct place. My spirit guides, heaven is not going to get me to the incorrect place. So it just stinks when they don't help us understand more. So it is something to reflect on. Demon worlds are pretty freaky. I'm just going to trust that more wisdom will come in this and hope it does, because I want more wisdom. I don't like left hanging, you know. All I can do is the healing work, and then they tell me or they don't. So I'm with this bird here, and there's a lot of love that is being exchanged. And I'm seeing this bird now as you, Juliana, your soul having endured quite a journey. And now we're understanding your soul having endured quite a journey, and now your soul understands the value of laughter and music, even the simple joys in life. Because when your soul goes on a journey of quite a nightmare, and even is for a period of who knows how long, sort of trapped in the nightmare itself, now you have a whole new respect for sounds like this. This is insanely true about your amazing soul. I mean, your soul is that amazing. Do you know that your soul is that amazing? I can't project into these spaces without a vein of connection. I can't. Could not get in there without a connection with you. I could not have gotten in there without heaven helping me to get there. Now this reflection of torture and torment and absolute chaos, we've transformed into birds and we've flown out of there. That I'm not going back in that sewer. I'm all about transforming these spaces, but that space that's gonna have to be for another day. I don't getting the soul out of there was a journey for me that alone took a lot out of me. So we're just here on this tree branch. There's so much love that we are sharing between each other because of the freedom that we experience just projecting our voices to sing these notes as birds, to nature even. We're sort of balanced at the top of the tree. There's wisdom related to this. Two birds, spiritual. We both are spiritual people. And so we're already aligned here at the very top of a tree singing together at the moon, and it's so beautiful. Compared to where I was, I'll sit here for the rest of my life. So here we are. There's something really joyful our souls are sharing in this experience right now. And we're just sharing it. I mean, we're in a celebrational state right now. This tree is very strong because of our love, the love we share. It's just through singing too, and just expression, and just the joy that we feel in our hearts. To be able to freely speak. This tree is really related to a tree of wisdom, related to our vein of what we share. Because you too, Juliana, have a spiritual side, a very spiritual ability that is transformative for others. And so this is a tree we both stand on. We both stand on this tree because we're both a part of that sort of vein of wisdom. This tree of wisdom is part of our reflection. We're alike. We're at the top of the tree sharing the wisdom through our voices, and it's just through sounds and making things grow stronger through a spiritual thing, you know what I mean? It's just a spiritual gift that heals. It just feels like so much better. I'm looking at this drain pipe that we came out of, and there's some odd black goo coming out of there. I'm still open to transforming that space, but I need guidance into there. I'm not just gonna jump in there without. I mean, I can't do that again. I gotta come up with a solution for how to transform it without being inside of it. It literally, the only way I could describe it is your soul was somehow inside. You had a soul fragment inside of a demon space, inside of a demon soul. I'm not able to see the demon soul. That's why this whole thing is just so strange to me. But I want to transform that space so that way your soul feels even more healing from this. And so I'm sort of coming down. I'm feeling a lot stronger now. Somehow just being in this tree and singing with you and the moon and the tree and the harmonies and the sounds is just such a flavor of healing. Like, I could not on my life manifest those sounds in that space. There's wisdom related to this. Even wisdom related to trying and trying and trying and trying and feeling like you can't manifest your dreams. On my life, I could not manifest change in that place. I couldn't. I kept trying to outsmart it. I had to self-heal myself to try to even continue to trudge through. It's sort of like, I don't know if your life journey has sort of been a battle of this kind, trying and trying again and just feel like you're just being, you just can't, it's just, I don't know. It's like no matter where you go, no matter what you do, it's just another crazy circus, you know? This is a real reflection of something that your soul would understand. There's value to everything that I see. There's always wisdom. I can't make this stuff up. There's a reason why I'm seeing this. They're asking me if I think there's a demon soul within Juliana's spiritual atmosphere. And, you know, there's demon souls that, for us to have connections with veins that creates, you know, that... All right. Demon souls are pretty common in all souls. Like, we all have connections with manipulative souls that inspire us to make decisions that, you know, because we don't live a balanced society, earth life, you know, we're kind of exhausted. We eat McDonald's. We don't, you know, we're not in balance, you know, on the regular. We have to work jobs. We're just, you know, life has channels to entities that help inspire us to just get by, you know, whatever. It's not really helping us thrive. But I'm supposed to answer this question. So I'm actually going and seeing your spiritual atmosphere as an orb, and then I'm actually asking the orb to reveal demon entities. So this orb is, I'm supposed to describe what I see. So I see Juliana, which you're like so lovely. It's just mind boggles me when I meet lovely people and then I see dark stuff. It's like, man, the most lovely people have some real dark spaces, and you can't be lovely without some experiences of why you need to appreciate being lovely. You know, and like appreciate the things that make you a lovely person. So there's an orb sphere. So there you are, and I basically see you standing here before me, and there's an orb sphere that is like a towel that you're wearing, but it's all dark energy, and it's sort of covering you, like from chest down to like the, I don't know, top of your knees or something like that. But it's just an orb right there of dark energy, and we are going to get rid of this thing. But more I see you, the more you grow, and then this orb grows smaller, but it's almost growing into you. And it's like, I don't like seeing dark things like this, but this is part of the wisdom. I'm supposed to continue to follow it. I really want to help you get out this ingestion. This is some ingestion that you have with energy. Thing is, you're just so lovely. It's just hard to believe some of this stuff. Sort of like it's completely absorbed into you now. Everything feels right. Everything is right about everything I've accomplished thus far. All these spaces I've gone to, the birds in the tree, this odd goo coming out of the sewer, my attempts to see your spiritual atmosphere in a different way in order to manifest even more healing. I'm not giving up on this. This is a much bigger job than it reveals itself to be. Especially, no, I especially get a little overprotect. Like, lovely people, I will get these dark things out of there. No way. I am not going to let you have harbor this dark stuff. You don't deserve it. You're done. Hot dark stuff is over. We're done with it. um, I'm still waiting for the next thing to manifest for me. There is something odd about this energy. Because I'm starting to see or feel it again, it's an odd thing. Sort of jammy. It's like a jammy receptive thing, like a receptor jam. It's really weird. The answers aren't coming very quickly, which is strange. They do not come this slow. Okay, thank goodness. This energy is coming out. So I saw you, right. You have this orb sphere, and it's sort of full of darkness, and it's being sort of entering into your body. Now it's inside your body, and I'm like freaking out, like, oh no, I'm getting that out of there right away. And I'm trying to create manifest light beams, and do work in order to release that so we can raise the vibration. In the process of raising the vibration, my senses and spiritual abilities get jammed, by other things that are jamming them. And so I'm now able to see this, orb sphere comes out the back side of you and looks like a giant reptilian monster. Some of them are nice, right? Some of them are not nice. I don't know why this is in connection with you. I don't want to see this in connection with you. I'm not going to see this in connection with you. I'm allowing our bird sounds to channel now that I've been in this tree with this moon in this sky and this everything. That is our protective sacred space. I'm moving you into this protective sacred space. You are now with the tree here in a sacred protected space. Our bird singing is still there in the tree. It's going to be there for eternity. I'm going to stay and sing with you and be merry and experience that for as long as my soul, it's just those lovely memories. I want to have a part of my soul, experiencing that. That is a type of joy that fills every single lifetime with just reasons to smile, and you don't even know why. But it's because one time in this old lifetime, I did this healing and I just turned into a bird and I was singing on this branch. I never want to forget that. That's going to be with my soul forever. And so we're singing for you here. You're by this tree. We're just singing our hearts out for you. Filling this space with music, so much music, because we need to get you laughing and feeling joy. I don't know what this is about. I don't like seeing all this because this was not at all the anticipation. There's a lot of green vapor energy that is sort of swirling around the tree and us and the moon, and is sort of Mother Earth is here, and she wants to grow energy in order to keep this place even more sacred and protected for you. There's something about you that just, you feel like, I'm trying to understand the emotion and the thought. It's just like, I don't know how to define it. You're not alone, and you're loved, and it's sort of like, you need this really bad. You need somebody who sees you and is here to protect you and help you, because you share so much with others. You need somebody who shares with you. I'm sharing with you right now. That is the only way I understand this. The feeling is like so sad in my heart. I can't stand it. And that place I was in, I need that done. Okay. There's this green vapor here, and it is starting to circulate around the tree. So it's creating a protective energy sphere. It's very strange because it's like my receptions are jammy when I get over to this reptilian man. I need to do something here. I'm just going to light the violet flame underneath his feet. So he is actually in a sphere of healing, Reiki healing. I just need to understand his presence here, and I need to disconnect him from your spiritual atmosphere, or transform him, or if I don't know who he is, I don't know enough about him. I have to do something in order to alter this space. The feeling, the vibration, the reflections, everything. You're safe where you are right now. I need some time to think. I don't get why it's hard to channel energy. It's weird. I need to ask for help. Going into this space as my higher self, and then I just want to see what I do. I have this sort of violet flame burning, but it's an odd thing because my receptions are jammy. I can't actually feel if it's making an impact or not. It's like I'm numb, which is weird. My spirit guides are telling me I am making an impact. This is a very different experience than I've ever had before. There's clearly something new opening up in me, that I'm seeing things a lot darker side of the spectrum than I was able to before. It's the only way I could describe it. I've seen this sort of darkness, but not like this. Because it's hard to, I don't know how to describe it. I'm asking for an angel to come and release the connection. I'm not doing anything more with him. There's nothing more. I'm just going to make sure he is out of your spiritual atmosphere, and that is the end of this. That's just too much of the same, and I don't get why it keeps pouring in here. Where is it coming from? How come I can't see it as a single entity? Why is this part of you? I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. You're too full of love and joy for this. I'm filling myself with the red vapor energy, and I'm self-healing again already. It's really shocking to me, all of this. Feeling better now. Feeling more balanced and grounded now. I'm going to pause this. I might wait and do this tomorrow some more. This is just too strange. I don't understand it. I don't understand why things aren't flowing in a way that is normal. It's making me question if maybe I just need a break or something. But that's not it. I don't know what this is. I need to talk to my spirit guides about this. And I need to... if I see this again tomorrow, that's going to confirm to me this is absolutely what I meant to see here. I don't try to see this stuff. I honestly don't want to see this stuff, but I also want to save the soul fragments from places like this. It just sort of feels like there's more cockroaches that just keep coming out of the woodwork. They keep just coming out of the woodwork here. I mean, I'm seeing a lot more than I'm talking about. basically seeing more like gruesome things coming out of the ground here, and it just feels like, I mean, where am I? How come I keep seeing more garbage stuff, and how come I can't get the right balance of energy in order to manifest the healing here? There's something here. So I'm doing this stuff. I just, my spirit guides have trained me how to do this. I've been learning how to do this my whole life. Like, my whole life has been in order to accomplish this work. So, and so part of it is I'm constantly training and developing my skills. So sometimes I run into stuff where it's like I'm being developed, right? And so I'm here, I'm trying to develop a whole new way, a whole new approach to all of this. I haven't figured it out just yet. And so this is sort of like a training simulation, but your soul is the right soul to provide this for me. So your soul is also helping me become a better healer. You're absolutely in a safe place with birds and everything. You always were in a safe place. This is just part of the wisdom and the healing. So I'm just going to stop here, because all of this stuff, I can't channel in angels, and I can't feel like the connected bond I get when I'm around spiritual entities, and there's more dark stuff just coming out and I feel disconnected. That is really weird. That never happens. I can't even call Syrian High Council to come in here. I can't get my Reiki energy to work. It's like, I don't understand it. That's just weird. I don't understand it at all. That never happens. So I have to ask myself, why is it happening? You know what I mean? This is how you learn how to do this stuff. You experience it, and then you develop your skills from what you learn, right? Every time I do one, I learn something new. And I think the wisdom is just insanely valuable. So this is a part of this journey. This is a part of it. I'm going to stop now, and then I'm going to explore this some more tomorrow. If this comes up again tomorrow, then this is going to prove to me that this is absolutely what I'm meant to be seeing. I can't... It's part of this work I'm supposed to do for you. I'm giving it 3 turns. Turn number 1 was so much I had to nap it out. This second turn, now I've felt the freedom and relief and the joy, and everything has confirmed itself to me that I'm doing everything right. But this orb sphere and this entity here and all the other garbage coming out, and the fact that I still can't channel in stuff in this space, I don't understand why I can't channel stuff in the space. So maybe I just need to give it a day, and then we'll see what's going on tomorrow. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes sometimes your energetic balance with the universe and everything else, it forces you to say, well, I need to just call it a day and then go in it tomorrow and see what happens. So, okay. That's all for this part. More to come on this.